We are 95, count 'em, 95 days away until week one of the Chicago Bears 2025 season. Monday Night Football against the Vikings. That's right. We have Richard Dent 95 days away until game number one. I'm Brandon. Welcome into the latest. And here's what's going on today. This is being recorded on June the 5th and will most likely be dropping on Friday, June the 6th. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, don't forget to comment below, and away we go. Another day is going by. We're going to start talking running backs more and more. I've got two different stories I want to cover within this running back news here. First and foremost, seventh round draft pick Kyle Monangai has been impressing in camp. And I have to say, one thing I like doing is watching what some of the other media outlets and influencers, podcasters are putting out there over the course of the rookie camps and OTAs and everything. And one thing I've noticed is Monangai, when he came in, had a lot of work to do, and it still does, granted. But Eric Bieniemy has been working this guy super duper hard and has been up his ass, which is exactly what we need in our coaching here. And on one of the earlier videos I remember watching last month during the rookie camp was Monangai not being able to pick his legs up as he was running, and when he was going and blocking, getting his armpits, trying to push up with his armpits and everything, and just watching day in and day out the improvement. Monangai is showing great improvement. He does lack in speed and his size, but this kid is going to be set up to succeed. He's already showing that he's got good football acumen. He is improving. Players are talking about him. DeAndre Swift has been raving. Bieniemy has been praising him. And something else that came up was yesterday. They ran a 2-minute drill down the field, went 90 some yards actually, and ended up with a Kyle Monangai touchdown pass, something he didn't do a lot at Rutgers. So I'm intrigued to see where that's going to go from here on out. So awesome news. This is great for the running back room. It's great to know that we don't have to invest more capital in running backs if we already have the guys in-house already, plain and simple. So that's exciting. On the other side, J.K. Dobbins came across this earlier. Today he is in Denver visiting with the Broncos. Obviously, Denver still is needy at the running back position, just as much as the Bears are. And this has been a Chicago Bears target in recent weeks and months. And I think if the Bears are legitimately interested and they don't want to see Dobbins, get poached away, I think you could see the Bears making some moves quickly to snag him up, because I think he is the best running back available on the market right now that is not a trade candidate. And I think you're going to see if Chicago, if you start hearing things and you're hearing the rumors that the Bears are being aggressive, then that goes to show you that the team is very serious about continuing to upgrade the position. If they don't really move on it, they don't pounce on it, and especially if you see if Denver signs for a pretty friendly deal, I think you're going to see that the Bears are satisfied going into training camp with what and who they have. So I think that's super important. So I don't know. What do you guys think on that? Would you still like to see Dobbins in a Bears uniform? Do you think the Bears should be aggressive over the next 24 to 48 hours? Or are you satisfied with the directions we're going right now? The DeAndre Swift improving, Monangai, Roschon Johnson. Do you think that we've got the guys already in-house and we can move in a different direction in terms of bolstering the roster? Let me know what you think. Now, this one about made me sick to my stomach. Cole Kmet. I read a rumor the other day about Cole Kmet possibly being on the trading block because of the fact that we invested that first round pick in Colston Loveland and that the Bears are very high up on Loveland. And as we all know, Kmet came in with his worst season since he was a rookie. He still did things well when he was called upon, but not like what we saw 2 years ago where he had a breakout and he was primed for a strong 2024. Just wasn't in the cards because of the fact that our offense sucked. But now the rumor is that Kmet is being shopped around quietly. And there's one team that has been floated out there as a possibility. This is probably about the second or third time I've come across this. But rumor has it that the Patriots are interested in Cole Kmet, which would be a huge upgrade in their tight end room, seeing that they've got Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry, both, I believe 30-year-old tight ends. Cole's a little bit younger than that and can still catch the ball. He's great in the run game. That's one reason why I don't want to see him leave, because I think he's a valuable asset on what he's able to do for the run game. I also think he's a great decoy. I also think that because Loveland is there, I think it's also going to be an uptick in production for Cole if he stays, because, I mean, face it, you're going to have people guarding Loveland. You're going to have people on Luther Burden. You're going to have DJ Moore, Zacchaeus, all of these guys. Cole Kmet can still get his. He may not be 1,000-yard tight end, but he's a damn important part of this team. And if you're going to trade him, it better be a good deal. Yeah, I would love to see Cole go and still have success, find success. And he would definitely elevate Drake May's game and would help the offense in a big way there. But what would it take? What would the Bears want in return for Kmet? I'm not even about to even imagine what we would be looking for in terms of a draft pick, because the thought of him going, just I don't want to see it. I don't want to think it. I don't know. Is a fourth round pick is a fourth rounder too rich? Or is there a way to kind of finagle a third rounder, or is that completely steep given the fact that it's the tight end position? What do you guys think? Do you want to see Cole move on and continue his success elsewhere and help elevate a team like the Patriots? It wouldn't be as bad because it's not our division, so at least he'd be going to a team that we don't face twice a year. Do you want to see him go elsewhere, or do you want to see him stay and be a part of this 12 personnel with Colston Loveland and see what Ben Johnson is able to do with him? Leave a comment below. See what you think. Tyler Scott. So it's not sounding like Tyler Scott is having the best start to camp. He has not really had the best start to his career. And I think time is running out on the Tyler Scott experience. So are you buying or selling Tyler Scott being on the way out? Do you buy or sell him being cut? I am totally buying this, and over and over and over. I do not think that this will work out for him. Right now, Olamide Zacchaeus is out on the field. He had an impressive day yesterday. He had like a 30-some yard catch that he reeled in. So he's already developing some chemistry there with Caleb. He was brought in to be that type of like number 3 or 4 whiteout, which he thrived in Washington. And I think that he's going to have a nice role on this team. And I think there's other things that he's going to be able to do, to block and maybe to be involved on special teams. And I'm sorry, Tyler Scott has not been that impressive on special teams. I can't remember how many for sure, but there were muffed punts, muffed kicks, fumbles. There were passes where he was out on the field given every opportunity by Justin Fields when he was still here and Caleb Williams last year to make plays on the field, and you came up short. How the heck can you do that? That's just not going to cut it, guys. So I think he's going to be a cut candidate. I don't think he's going to make it. I think a guy like Miles Boykin, who was brought in, I think could end up being your last whiteout on the roster in place of Tyler Scott. And then I think Devin Duvernay's in there too because of what he's going to be able to bring to the special teams game. And he can even be schemed in, I'm sure, somewhere in a play or two for the offense. But I just right now, it's not looking very good for Tyler Scott. I think he's going to be cut. And if he isn't cut, I think you're going to see him being flipped for a seventh round pick or something. It's just it's too bad it didn't work out. I actually liked the pick when it was made a couple of years ago, but just not looking very promising going forward. So, what do you guys think? Is he going to be cut? Is he going to be traded? Or are we just going to continue to hold on to him and pray that this thing turns around? Leave a comment below. And then I want to end the day. This is not how I imagined ending in the last segment, but I found it interesting this morning looking at some news going around about Lions linebacker Alex Anzalone posting a cryptic message about moving on and looking for opportunity elsewhere. And a lot of people are scratching their heads. A lot of people are thinking it's because of the contract issues that he's out for a little more money. Who isn't usually, but he's not happy. It sounds like, and it sounds like he is on the way out. Especially if he's going to dig in and he's expecting some sort of pay raise. The reason why I bring this up, I like Alex Anzalone. I don't like when he plays the Bears, but this guy plays with tenacity. He is a hard hitting SOB. Sometimes he's a little too hard hitting and ends up having, pass interference, necessary roughness, things like that. He's very aggressive and he's a great leader on the field. Thinking about the fit, I think he could fit. He was with the Saints when Dennis Allen was there running the defense. So you do have that overlap. And then you also have the Ben Johnson end of things too. Even though he was coaching offense, he knows Anzalone well. And as we've learned early on in Ben Johnson's tenure, is that he has a vested interest in not only the offensive side of the ball, but the defense as well. And I think I think that that's something to watch out for in the coming days. Do the Bears make a play? Do you think Anzalone might try to work his way out of Detroit? And what would it take to get a guy like him? Because I still think our linebacking room needs to be upgraded. I'm not blown away past T.J. Edwards and Terrell Edmonds. I think you still need another shot in the arm. And I think an Anzalone working on the outside would be a pretty cool signing. I would be excited for if we had some sort of sign and trade or flipped a late draft pick to get him over here and and make him feel appreciated, feel the love, and to continue to bolster an area of need. What do you think about Anzalone, guys? Leave a comment below. If you'd rather see another linebacker who we should go after, put that down. Or if you're like, yeah, we're all set, we'll roll with Noah Sewell and Ruben Hippolyte and company and write it out. So, guys, it's been great. It's been real. Before we get out of here, just found out that Aaron Rodgers finally, shocker, did sign with the Steelers and will report to next week for camp and to sign his deal. And I'm a little hopeful for this one because he's coming to Chicago. And right now I have it written down that they're going to be there week 12, the Steelers, against the Bears. And as you know, Aaron Rodgers has owned our asses forever. He's had a 26-5 record against us at Soldier Field. And I'm going to tell you right now, we need to be working like hell to make sure it's going to be 26-6. It is time to take back ownership from Aaron Rodgers and show him that these Bears, he doesn't own them anymore. We got his number now. It's time to turn the tables on him. So I'm excited about that. And he's going to be 41. I'm skeptical on this because Pittsburgh didn't do that great with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, and I don't think that they have the kind of line that he is going to need because Rodgers is getting to that point where he has to stay in the pocket. He'll move around a little bit, but he's not the same Aaron Rodgers that is quick on his feet. And I think if you don't have a strong enough line behind him, I think it's going to be a rough experience. And I think you might be looking at Will Howard and whoever else is in that quarterback room at some point if they don't have that line rocking and rolling. So yeah, well, I'm looking forward to week 12. We're going to kick your ass, dude. And then last but certainly not least, we're done for today. Guys, it's been great. Thank you as always. I have to apologize again for 1,000 times over. It looks like I'm in like a black and white movie right now. I've got lights galore going. This room is just very, very tan and neutral colored. And my vacation is coming to an end, so I will be back home in my flagship studio with actual added color and beauty very soon. So you're probably like, it looks like some guy's head is just floating around. But I promise you that there's a body here, and looking forward to getting back home. So you guys, it's been real. It's been great. Have a great Thursday / Friday when you see this. And as always, y'all better bear down.